What's up guys, Kizzlecakes here and welcome to another FIFA 16 video. Something a little bit different today is we're going to be doing the Ultimate Team draft entry. It's the first time, obviously it's a new game mode on Ultimate Team this year, and it's the first time we've done any Ultimate Team stuff on the channel. So show the video some love and drop a like if you want to see more Ultimate Team content. Now first thing we need to do is go ahead and pick our formation. We're going to go for the 4-5-1 attack, I do believe. I like the idea of having two cams supporting a striker with some width as well. We're going to choose a captain, and only a fool would not pick Lionel Messi to be the captain if given the opportunity. So that is exactly what we're going to do, and the captain does have an influence on the other players that are offered to you in the draft as well. You get to pick from 5 players for each different position. So we're going to start going back to the top of the tree with the striker. Now, we're going to get some really good offers here. Diego Costa, inform back, Lewandowski, Ibrahimovic and Jonas as well. But being a Chelsea fan, I'm going to pick Diego Costa, and I kind of instantly regret that with Ibrahimovic up there. It would be silly to overlook him. But Cam next, and we're going to go for a player that I'm a big fan of from Napoli. It's Hamšík, very decent. Not sure about chemistry though, but we'll see. I'm not a massive fan of the Serie A players, but it depends who we get offered. Time to pick a second cam now, and I'm going to go for Roberto Firmino from Liverpool, their new signing. We do get some decent actual choices there, but Firmino is the one we're going to go for. On the left midfield, I'm thinking of chemistry, so I'm going to hopefully have a massive Spanish contingent in this team. So Hesse from Real Madrid is going to get the nod. Centre midfield now, key position. You've got a lot of Spanish players. I kind of go against and contradict what I just said there, because I'm going to go for Gundogan. I'll say it in a minute properly, but I'm a big fan of his from Dortmund. Very good all-round player, and he's going to be the only central midfielder, so it is important to get him on board. Left back, one of my old favourites, probably one of the best left backs the Premier League has ever seen. We're going to bring in Ashley Cole. And centre back now, we're going to move inside. Silver players, not happy about that, but that guy Farrell, Pharrell, however you want to pronounce it, from America. Plenty of pace, 82, and very good physical stats as well. And then being a Chelsea fan, my heart skips a beat when we get John Terry. Everything said to get Sergio Ramos there, but a Chelsea fan simply does not overlook John Terry. Moving on to right back, some good choices there. Dario Serna is a player that I like a lot, but Zabaleta, being a right back, going to link up well with his Argentinian international teammate Lionel Messi for chemistry purposes. Goalkeeper, we've got John Terry in there. Tim Howard, who was probably the best choice anyway. They're going to link up quite nicely, having both played in the Premier League. So a couple of tweaks then, just to see what's going on with the team before we move on to the substitutes bench, where it's time to pick another keeper. And we're going to go for Moya. I think he was the best choice here. There were some good options. Diego Lopez, of course, is a very established goalkeeper, but we're going to bring in Moya. Juanfran, Spanish, right back, very quick, even at his increasing age. I don't want to be disrespectful. He's going to be the choice there. Who have we got here? Abate, Debussy. Really need another centre-back, having got that Silva. So we're going to get Ashley Williams in, of course. He's Premier League as well, so we'll link up well with JT. Here we go, more choices. Isco is a player that I absolutely adore, and obviously with Jesse Rodriguez on the left, we can push Isco into that role instead of Hamšík to increase the chemistry a bit. We got some decent options here. Raheem Sterling, inform Naismith as well. Tosic, Asamoah and Tep, plenty of pace, but we're going to bring in Sterling just because there's a lot of hype around him this year. This was slightly underwhelming. We've got Bistrov, El Garzi, but I'm going to bring in Susaeta. He's a player that Ches loves, so those of you that know Chesnoy gaming, he had him in his Ultimate Team a while back and he absolutely loved him. So I've heard good things. I'll be bringing him in. We have just realised we haven't got a backup striker, so Dybala, formerly of Palermo, he was very much the go-to guy on FIFA 15. I'm going to be bringing him in, and a chance to get in-form Kurt Zouma as a Chelsea fan. That was hard to pass up. You got Hulk and Freddie Guarín as well, and Tep again. But you simply, when you got the chance to bring in Neymar and have him in the same team as Messi, you can't pass that up. But Chelsea fan, Spanish, I love Spanish, the way they play. Can't not get Pedro, even though Cavani and even Ramirez would have been a decent option on that choice. But we're going to continue ploughing through. This one was a bit tricky because Diaby is an established midfield. There's nothing major about him, but he's a very good all-round player. You've got Perisic as well. Danny, the cam from Portugal, probably wouldn't have chose him for chemistry purposes, but we're going to go with Lavezzi in the end here. Even though he's a left winger, we don't have a left wing spot in that position. I just feel like he could be a decent impact player should we need to call upon him. And again, underwhelming by these last couple of choices. We're going to bring in Lazzini from West Ham. And the final place on the subs bench or the reserves, it's got to be Chirashev, hasn't it, from Real Madrid. We're going to bring him in. He is a left mid, which obviously is good. We do have that position available in the side. Badimo is a player that I like. He's a left back, but not going to get in ahead of Ashley Cole. So now all the players have been done. It's time for us to pick a manager. Now we've got a lot of Premier League players, some Spanish players, and obviously Messi and Zabaleta, Argentinian as well. So we've got to be quite careful when we pick a manager, because obviously it can have a big boost on your chemistry. But Argentinian Pochettino, obviously being Premier League as well, he was the obvious choice. So we're going to bring him in, and he is going to boost the chemistry somewhat. So we can bring him in, have a look at what it is. Chemistry of 87, which is decent. So here's a quick summary of what we've chosen. We've got the best defender, which is JT, best midfielder Isco, and obviously best forward Lionel Messi. 84, 83, 81 is the rating. Plus the team chemistry gives us a squad rating of 170, which is decent. So now all the drafting, so to speak, has been done. It's time to jump into our very first game, and as you can see, we're playing Foggia FC in our glorious purple kit, which I think is Perth Glory. Massive fan of that kit. It looks even better in the game as well. But let's have a look at his side then. So he's obviously got Neymar, he's got Griezmann and Messi up front as well. I think that's Piatti, Benyat in midfield. He's got decent sides. Got is that Carvajal or Arbeloa? I can't even see. The screen's so small. He's got Thomas Vermaelen at the back as well. So it's going to be a tricky game. He's got plenty of players in there that are going to cause us problems. Loving the club badge as well, blue and gold. I paid like 1,000 coins for that because it was the only one on the market. I'm so impatient, but never mind. Let's crack on with this draft. And it was actually the opposition that were going to have the first attack within the opening couple of minutes. Brilliant skill from Neymar. He goes all the way through, round the outside, hits a left-footed shot, which is not far wide at all. So an early let-off for us then. It takes us about a quarter of an hour to have our first attack of the game. The ball's played into Costa here, who gives it back to Isco, who threads the ball through to Neymar, holds off his man. Some brilliant footwork. And what about that for a finish? 15 minutes in, Kizilkicks FC has the lead. Neymar wheels away in celebration. As we have a look at the slow-motion replay, that goal was better than it originally looked. You can see Neymar show some strength to hold off his man before switching the ball very quickly from left to right onto his right peg and pinging that into the top corner. 1-0. And moments later, you see on the 20-minute mark here, we're going to do some nice build-up play. Really, really good passing move here. Several players involved. Costa eventually tries to ping the ball out. We get lucky with a couple of deflections and a poor pass. It is Carvajal. Ball falls into the path of Jesse Rodriguez, and we go 2-0 up. Just 20 minutes into the game. A superb finish. Jesse continued his run down the left, found space, cut the ball back onto his right foot, and just placed it out of reach of the goalkeeper into that top corner. So now we have a 2-goal cushion. But half hour into the game, we're going to nick the ball back as they look to make an attack and come forward. Isco playing the ball through to Costa. He's through on goal. Keeper comes out, chips it over the top, and 3-0 is the score. Just 30 minutes into the game. Diego Costa grabbing his first for the club and celebrating in style. You can see he just goes through on goal, lifts the ball perfectly out of the reach of the keeper and into the back of the net. And with half hour gone, we're thinking this could get messy. Could be game over almost real quick. You can see Hesse strikes one from about 35 yards here, forces another good save from the keeper, and we continue to pile on the pressure in this first half, hoping to get completely out of sight. We work the ball from this corner, not amazingly well. It falls to John Terry of all people on the edge of the box before rolling into the path of Gundogan. Hits a good effort, and it's another good save from the goalkeeper. But just before half time, they're looking to get a goal back here, and they do. DeMarcos gets the wrong side of the defence, gets through on goal. I tried desperately to get the block in and end up bringing him down. Referee points to the spot, and I'm thinking, oh, Ashley, what have you done here? I could have just left it. He shanked the shot wide anyway. But the referee comes over and brandishes a red card. Ashley Williams is sent from the field, so we're going to have to play over 45 minutes with 10 men, and they have the chance to pull a goal back from the spot. It's Neymar. Fortunately for us, Tim Howard said no. Superb save from the penalty, so the score at half-time is Foggia FC 0, Kizilkicks FC 3. And of course, we're going down to 10 men. We're going to have to make a few changes to the side now. We're going to sacrifice one of the cams and drop a midfielder back into the centre-back role and make a change. You can see it's not trying to change a formation there. That obviously doesn't work. But Gundogan is going to be the man replaced. He's going to be replaced by Juanfran as well. You're going to put Isco in that central midfield role, trying to create stuff on his own in there as a kind of playmaker role. But double change for the opposition as well. Raheem Sterling and Dimitri Payet coming on. Both players are very, very dangerous, and we're thinking as long as we can hold out in the early stages of this second half, we'll be all right. But as you can see, we failed to do that. Griezmann pulling the goal back. It was initially a decent save from Howard. He did parry the ball out of danger, but the rebound fell straight into the path of the opposition player, and we were punished for it. But almost immediately from kickoff then, we go on a run. He gets the ball back, gives it away very, very cheaply into the path of Neymar. He chips the ball over the top. Diego Costa makes a run, brings the ball down, and is brought down, and the referee points to the spot again. So a second penalty in this game, and now it's Neymar on our side with the chance to convert from the spot. And as you can see, in similar style, we failed to convert the penalty. This time we head for the top corner, and the ball heads for row Z. Unfortunately, a wasted opportunity to restore our 3-goal advantage. Hopefully that won't come back to haunt us. But Lionel Messi gets into the box here, and he's brought down. So the referee points to the spot, incredibly, for a third time. And I think this is soft. Messi kind of goes down, very little, if any, contact at all. And this time Neymar is going to get the chance to put it right, make up for his error. He aims for the same top corner this time, picks it out perfectly. Keeper rooted to the spot, and with half an hour remaining, we restore our 3-goal advantage. So a little bit of a sigh of relief, but a bit of a cushion for us as well. All we have to do is make sure that we are solid at the back, don't give away any silly goals or any more red cards or anything like that, and keep our discipline, and we'll be all right. But straight from kickoff, they give the ball to us cheaply. Lionel Messi picks up the pass here, sees the run of Diego Costa, who lets the ball bounce and then strikes it, beating the keeper to the ball to everybody's surprise, and he diverts it into the back of the net. It's now 5-1, and Diego Costa has another goal to his name, and our fans go absolutely mental. You can see pinpoint pass from Messi, although it did look like it was overhit, but Costa didn't give up on it and managed to get his foot to the ball, diverting it past the keeper and into the back of the net. And you can see with just 25 minutes or so remaining now, you'd think that was game over, but a consolation goal here. It's Kovacic, a very good goal at that. He has a free kick, plays it short, and Kovacic from the edge of the area just fires the ball past Tim Howard into the top corner, and you're thinking surely it's not game on. But again, they go forward. Lionel Messi cuts into the box. He's brought down by Juanfran, and guess what? It's another penalty. This game is absolutely incredible, and he has the chance to reduce the deficit to just 2 goals now if Neymar can convert this. Is it second time lucky for his Neymar from the spot? Absolutely not. That was worse than the first penalty. It goes flying over the crossbar, and we still have our 3-goal advantage. But not for long. They come forward. Tim Howard snuffs out the danger, or so we think. He tries to throw the ball to the man in the centre circle. Doesn't work, and DeMarcos is the man who eventually applies the finish. So 20 minutes left now with just 2 goals in front, and he's really piling players forward. They're all out attack, of course. We're a man down, so even though we've switched to defensive, it's not really working for us. They come forward again, and this time he completely mugs me off. A really, really cool spin. Really, really good bit of showboating. Our defender and our goalkeeper collide just to make matters worse and take each other out. We're going to have a look on the replay. But now the deficit is just 1 goal. 5-4. Surely not being 5-1 down with 25 minutes remaining. Are they going to come back into this game? But look at that defensive mix-up. That is an absolute shambles at the back there. And we're on thin ice now, but we do get the opportunity to restore our 2-goal advantage, but we don't take it. Costa gets in behind the defence, tries to square it to Isco, but the defender gets the interception in there, and from that they hit us on the break once more. It's Griezmann. He picks out the man to his left, which is Neymar. Plenty of pace, puts the ball back inside to Griezmann, lays it on a plate for Lionel Messi. Can you believe it? It's 5-5. Just 15 minutes or so ago in this game, we were 5-1 ahead. It is absolutely shocking defending. You just can't, it can't happen. I've never seen a team collapse like that before. And with 9 minutes to go, Messi's on the ball, which means trouble. So we end up taking him out with our Messi. Messi going shoulder to shoulder. Ours committing a free kick, and I think we all know, or we all thought we knew what was coming here. It's Messi over the ball, dead ball specialist. Tries to pick out that top corner. Fortunately for us, it goes both high and wide, but they continue to apply pressure. We're just holding out, hoping for extra time here. It's Kovacic, plays the ball into the path of Griezmann. Can he apply the finish? Unfortunately for him, no, he can't. Tim Howard was still on form and makes the save, and deep into stoppage time we have a chance. Hesse gets behind the defence, but he's so tired. He tries to pass the ball back to a teammate, but he's so tired he pulls up with a muscle injury, meaning Messi has to take over. He's right on the byline here, cuts back into the area, goes down. Would you believe it? It's a 5th penalty deep into added time. He must be absolutely furious, but talk about pressure. It's Neymar with the chance surely to win the game for us. It's another soft penalty, I think. It's just a coming together. Messi hits the deck as he did earlier on in this game, and an injured Neymar is going to try and win it for us from the spot. The suspense is massive, but we send the keeper the wrong way. We go the same side as we did for the other two previous penalties, and it's Foggia FC 5, Kizzle FC 6. A truly exhausting and unbelievable game, but surely that will be the last kick, and it looks like our teammates know it. Absolutely bundling on Neymar. Wild celebrations. We'll just have a look at the slow motion replay, sending the keeper the wrong way and running away like a madman. And as you can see here, it was pretty much the last kick of the game. A huge sigh of relief after an absolute second half collapse in the space of around 20 minutes. We do manage to escape with a victory. Obviously the aim of draft is to win as many games as you can out of 4. Neymar walking away with the ball, having got the hat-trick like some sort of superhero. Of course, we're awarded some coins, 598 to be precise, but more importantly, you can see that we move on to 1 win. If you get up to that 4 win, the rewards improve at every stage that you manage to progress. So a really exhausting game. That will be the only one in this episode, having picked the team in this one as well. Drop a like if you want to see more Ultimate Team content, and we look to continue our journey on this draft and hopefully get around to improving the team and hopefully pulling some legends and some informs in the packs as well. But drop a like, subscribe to the channel as well. That'll be all from this episode. Follow me on social media, and we'll see you again soon.